Welcome back to Video Rental Chaos. Today, we're diving into a movie that proves that family dinners can be a real nightmare. So on my drive back from Texas today, I stopped off at my local video store and I rented the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Seriously, if your relatives are anything like Leatherface, maybe you should stick to takeout. So grab your chainsaw and let's see if this classic is still a bloody good time. If you've ever wondered what it would be like to go on a road trip with your most annoying friend, and yeah, we're looking at you, Franklin, only to end up in the middle of a murderous family reunion, well, you're in the right place. So without further ado, let's jump right on into the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We start with this creepy narration that feels like we're about to watch something that's real. It sets the tone right away, dark and unsettling. Then we get these nasty images of dead bodies dug up from graves. So we meet this group of friends driving through rural Texas. Right off the bat, we get introduced to Franklin, who's in a wheelchair. Let me tell you, Franklin might be one of the most annoying characters in horror history. He's whining from the start and it just gets worse. Anyway, they stop to pick up this super creepy hitchhiker who freaks everyone out by cutting himself. This dude is just the beginning of all the madness. Next, they hit up this gas station where they meet this weird guy who says they don't have any gas, but they should stay around and eat some barbecue. First clue, something's off, but they don't pick up on it. Then they split up like people in horror movies always do. Kirk and Pam decide to explore this random house in the middle of nowhere, and BAM! Leatherface appears for the first time, smacking Kirk in the head with a hammer. It's fast and brutal, you barely have time to process it. Pam tries to escape but gets caught and Leatherface hangs her on a meat hook. It's so gruesome. The house is full of bones and nasty stuff. Jerry, another friend, goes looking for Kirk and Pam, but he meets Leatherface too, and it's over quick. This whole middle part of the movie is so tense. You know something bad is coming, but it still catches you off guard. Then we get to Franklin. He spends most of the movie whining, but when Sally, his sister, pushes him through the woods at night, it's actually kind of scary. And again, boom! Leatherface comes out of nowhere with the chainsaw, and Franklin is done. Honestly, you're kind of relieved at this point. Sally's the final girl. She runs and runs and runs as she's chased by Leatherface with that chainsaw. She ends up back at the gas station, but it turns out the guy who works there is part of the messed up family. He ties her up and takes her back to the house. This part just makes you feel so helpless for her. The dinner scene with Leatherface, the hitchhiker, and the rest of the family is pure nightmare fuel. They're all laughing and taunting Sally, and it's disgusting. Their grandpa can barely hold a hammer, but they try to make him kill her. It's one of the most messed up scenes in horror history. Sally manages to escape jumping through a window and runs like crazy until she finally gets away. Leatherface is swinging the chainsaw around as the sun comes up. It's a wild, chaotic ending, and you feel like you've been through it with her. So, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one dirty, grimy, scary movie, okay? It feels like you're in the heat of Texas, covered in sweat and dirt the whole entire time. There's something about it that makes you uncomfortable from start to finish. And Franklin, yeah, he's annoying as hell. He whines the entire movie, and you're absolutely glad when Leatherface shows up to stop him. But even with all the grime, we still love this movie. It's terrifying in a way that sticks with you. You kind of question why you enjoy watching it. Because it's so unsettling, it's not fun in a typical sense, but it keeps you on the edge, and maybe that's why it's such a classic. The horror feels real and it gets under your skin. So stay away from barbecue spots in Texas, and until next time, I'll see you at the video store.